I answer for your question.
Go ahead.
So, for some strange reason, I like to prefer 80s films. Of course, I like classical horror, like Hammer horror films. You can never go wrong with Christopher Lee and stuff like that. But recently, as I've been like always asked about like what's my favorite vampire movie and so on, and I like to say like Fright Night. It's also like a great horror film, great vampire film, and it has a rock and roll vampire. And that idea was like introduced first time ever on silver screen on that movie, and I went to see that back when it came out, and they gave out like plastic fangs, which were like you could see them in the dark to the people who went to see the movie, and it really made a great impact on me. And we actually had a song like in the one of the very first 699 songs was like something about that movie, but it never came out, so I think I have to come back to that later on. That movie definitely deserves like all the attention, and if you're out there and you haven't seen this great vampire movie called Fright Night, go to check it out now.
Fair enough. And you're also a UNICEF ambassador. How did you become involved with that?
Well, as I have a chance to do something good, and as I interest people to be interested in what I'm doing, why not? It was a clever move from them to ask like a little bit different guy than the regular sports hero to be involved. I mean, a lot of like interviews like this are a great way to spread information about UNICEF, like tiny little information. I mean, I'm not going to explain more. Everybody can go to the unicef.org site and check themselves out, the whole thing. And on the other hand, it's just like a simple thing. I mean, if somebody sees these interviews and gets interested in what is this UNICEF and goes to surf in the internet and finds out and maybe buys later on the Christmas card, so that's then my mission is accomplished. So it's little things, and of course, as I have the chance, I want to help. I want to be part of do good also, and I'm very concerned about environmental issues, what's going on in the world. But of course, as UNICEF is helping the children, we all understand that as children are good, Mother Earth is doing even better, So that all leads to that as well.
And I'll finish off by asking, how is this tour going, and what are your ambitions for this band compared to maybe how they were 10 years ago? Obviously, with Matt Hyde producing this record, there's a lot of attention on it. Vampires are very cool in North American culture right now, and you seem like have an opportunity to be very successful here outside of Europe.
Tour has been going great. It's a big thrill for a band like ours, all the way from Helsinki, Finland, come to play in the home continent of Elvis Presley. That's always a great thing. It's a big deal. We're super excited always, and when we started to do the album with Matt Hyde, and we have written majority of the songs for the album, I confessed to Matt that, by the way, do you mind if all these songs are related to vampires or horror movies? And he was like, wow, that sounds great. We have this new vampire movie out right now in the theaters called Twilight, and seems like they are promoting you guys in the States already, so I don't mind. It's great to have some new fresh blood in the vampire scene as well. And I guess there's a lot of people probably in the near future or even maybe now who are more into the whole vampire deal and vampire rock and roll. So I mean, that's why the 69 exists. And I guess I guess one of the rock and roll dreams and some good things would I like to see to happen is like, since unfortunately the Cramps are not more around, maybe even the 69 Eyes can help to carry on the torch, and the world needs like the ultimate Halloween band. There's few of them already. The 69 Eyes could step in someone's shoes very soon in the near future as well.
How have your ambitions changed from when you started your career to now? It seems like there's a lot of attention, obviously, on the band right now, so you have more of a platform.
Well, when we started the band, it was just like we wanted to we wanted the 69 Eyes to be like a prototype of a band of all the bands that we really loved, and we just wanted to be the coolest band in Helsinki. As you remember, Hanoi Rocks came from Helsinki, and they were few years ago gone when we started. So we just thought that okay, Helsinki needs another cool rock and roll band, and that's we wanted to be just the coolest band in Helsinki, get a lot of attention of beautiful girls and have fun. Right. And then like later on we had a chance to play outside of Helsinki in Finland, and then we just wanted to be the coolest band in Finland. And then again, like after a couple of years we had a chance to play all over Europe and later all over the world. So it's the same idea still, and maybe now when we have a new record out and touring all over the world, we just wanted to be the coolest rock and roll band around, and there's no band like us, so that's not hard. Hard thing to do actually.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, and happy Halloween.
Yeah, happy Halloween to you guys too.